Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekly rundown. My name is Sonia Marie, as you may or may not know, and my website is wordlifeastrology.com. That's wordlifeastrology.com. Let me remind you that I have t-shirts for sale. You may roll them up and put it in somebody's stocking. They're $15. Go to my website, wordlifeastrology.com/news, and order up a couple for yourself and for your family because they will be flying out of my stock very, very soon. So you might as well catch him while you can. Also, just to let you know, the retreat in Sedona, Arizona next year. Goddamn, I wish it was next month. I need a break. But next year, September 5th through the 8th is completely locked up. We have about 37 people that are rolling with us. That's gonna be the bomb. But if you're on the fence of going and you still would like to go, please email me at wordlifeastrology.com. wordlife@gmail. Wordlifeastrology, let's try this again. Wordlifeastrology@gmail.com, and let me know that you want to be put on the waiting list, because almost always somebody drops out because life is life and things changes. So if you're serious about it and you just want to be considered, again, get on the waiting list and hit me up via email at wordlifeastrology@gmail.com. Hello to everybody. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Tara. Number one, what's happening? Hi, Shay. I saw you slip on in here. Miss Stokes, how you doing? I appreciate y'all for rolling in. Please share if you can. And by the way, my friends list has been put to capacity, so nobody else can join as a friend. However, you can share the video, and I'm sure they can see it via your page if you like to get it out there like that. Here I am. Here I is. Okay, so we're going to make this as quick as possible. I always say that, and I end up going over, but I'm going to stick to my guns today. Why? Because there's a lot going on, and I'd like to be able to put it in a nutshell for you. In our universe right now, what's very, very interesting is that there are a bunch of planets, or I say a couple of planets that's in Pisces, there's a couple of planets that's in Sag. You know, Mercury is still going retrograde, but it backed up into Scorpio, right? And then Venus went into Scorpio over the weekend. We will talk about Mercury going direct very, very soon, but let me get this out here. The reason why, I'm going to say this, the reason why it seems like Mercury retrograde is a little bit on full tilt, because that Pisces and that Sagittarius energy that's going back and forth is a square. If y'all don't know what a square is, it's basically an aspect, meaning like a relationship. But for a planet to another planet, an asteroid to a planet, an asteroid to an asteroid, it's a relationship, how they relate and how they get along, right? Well, they are relating in a very challenging way. These Pisces planets and these Sagittarius planets, which is allowing our brain to be in the middle. And I was just talking about this on Instagram real quick. This is why I'm elaborating on it, which is allowing our brain, which is going in retrograde, although it's in Scorpio. When it was in Sag, it was really messing with us. It's kind of calm today, but the point of the matter is that energy, that cantankerous energy of going back and forth with one another, is still like pushing us forward, making us feel like we don't know what direction we're going into. That's where the Mercury retrograde on full tilt feels like. There's a lot of anxiety. Let me explain. Sag energy, I love Sag energy. It's very, very fun, right? But it's reckless too. Oftentimes it can be, because it's not thinking through situation. And if it was Mercury, the thinker, the communicator, was in Sag last week, now in Scorpio, then the thinking is reckless. The thinking is all over. But here's the deal. Sag energy wants the best out of a situation. It just wants the best out of a situation quickly. So all of this emotional stuff that we've been feeling over the last couple of weeks, we're kind of done. We're done in a sense where we're exhausted from the feeling, exhausted of feeling hurt, exhausted of feeling like I need to heal through something, exhausted by feeling, I have to reconsider my thoughts and reconsider who I am, reconsider my value to people and to myself, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not minimizing it by saying that, but I'm saying like it's been this incredible theme, right? So Sag energy says, bump that. Let's just get past it. Let's not only just have fun, let's create an adventure out of it, and let's be reckless sometimes. Reckless meaning like, let's skip some steps. We already know what to do. We already know how to heal. We've been crying. We've been doing this. We've been like finding our way. We've been opening up to blessings, receiving the blessings, which allows us to jump like 2-3 lily pads, right? That's the reckless feeling. The reckless feeling is that you can't move too fast through your healing because you'll miss a step. And sometimes it's crucial, those steps that you miss, right? I hope y'all understanding me. Yes, y'all, to the beat. Sometimes you have to painstakingly take those last final steps in order to get the complete lesson of what it is that you've been going through in the past couple of weeks, last couple of months. But Sag energy says, bump that. Let's skip. Let's hop over that thing. Let's get on with it, right? Pisces energy, on the other hand, is saying, yes, let's get on it with it. Let's go over it, but let's really take our time with it. And while, see how my voice changed? Let's take our time with it. And as we take our time with it, let's reconsider it with compassion and understanding for not only your fellow man or woman, but for yourself. Be easy on yourself. It's okay to go inside and nourish yourself and who you are. But here's the deal. When you feel like you're doing that, that goes against Sag. When you feel like you're nurturing yourself, and you're being compassionate toward yourself and understanding, it almost feels like you're about to slip back into some healing mode in which nobody really wants to do right now. The point of the matter is that there's this thing going back and forth and they're not paying attention to one another. I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about. Yes, y'all. I hope I'm not going too fast because I will be done with this real quick. But check it out. With the retro mind all in between that, communication, Mercury going retro, and now it's in Scorpio, there's some emotional stuff coming up too, because now we're frustrated that we can't get it. Now we're emotional that we can't get it. We're bursting out. We're trying to dive deeper. We're trying to finish it. We're trying to wipe the slate clean. I hope y'all understand this, right? Mercury retro in Scorpio is saying, okay, if we need to go deeper, let's go get deeper so we can get it on and over with, right? Venus is helping that Mercury and Scorpio in retro out because it's now in Scorpio saying we'll find our worth in it all. It almost feels like, and I've been saying this constantly to a bunch of different people, like there's this portal effect that's happening right now. And sometimes if you have a visual of like flying through, let's just say the universe, and things are going at warp speed behind you, but at the same time you want to grab onto different things so you can learn and appreciate, thank it, love it, kiss it, understand it, be compassionate with it. It's going by too motherfucking fast. You can't do it. You can't grab it quick enough to really understand what's happening. But the portal is making us go higher, ascend higher, be our better self, so to speak. Leave everything out that doesn't matter any longer, that doesn't help us any longer. The anxiety and the frustration behind that is wondering what to take and what not to take, what to grab and what not to grab. When you're holding on to your brain like that and that anxiety comes up, you can freak yourself out. The thing is this, the answer is this, in my opinion, there's peace in the center of it all. Given that same analogy, as you're flying through this portal and you're getting stronger, like muscles are pow, pow, like you getting there, right? As you're flying through this, you got to be zen-like in a sense, almost quiet internally, knowing that where you're going is exactly where you need to be and you need not fight it. Should you be overexcited because it's Christmas, because it's the holidays and blah, 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 blah? There's something a little cautionary in that performance as well. Because again, you can skip the freaking lily pads and be too happy to spend all your money and then you're broke and now you're crying again. The point is, do whatever it is you need to do to make you peaceful, to make you happy. And if no one gets it, that's on them. You get that? Another thing I just saw from this brother, I have no idea who he is, but he put up a meme and his name is Mr. Brown. But he put some wonderful graphics up and this kind of sums it up. Saw it today. You are not who people think you are. Meaning, whatever it is that they see, that's not necessarily you. It's your responsibility at this time, and I think I said this once before, to take out what's in your heart and put it up on your face. You can't scare people away any longer. You can't protect yourself any more fiercely. That's the wrong way of putting it. Any fiercer. You know what I'm talking about. You can't protect yourself so fierce that the person you are inside does not match the person you are on the outside. You get what I'm saying? You know who you are, but people are reading somebody different because we're trying to skip these lily pads, because we're trying to get past a certain, I hope y'all understanding this, because we're trying to get past a certain level real quick so we can get over the healing and over the pain, whatever it is that you're going through. Dig this. Find your space. Find your center. And don't let anybody get you off of that. Next week, it'll be a whole lot different. Why? Because on Thursday, that's the 6th, right? Yep. On Thursday, Mercury goes direct at 4:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, it always takes about a week to 10 days for Mercury to get back into formation in a way that it feels somewhat normal, right? So the bottom line is, give yourself a minute. By next week, when it goes direct, honestly, in my opinion, this is what I do, and this is how I share it with you. The mind becomes clearer. We start to see again why we have decided to do certain things. We start to pull back and go over those lily pads that we may have skipped. You dig? And then as Mercury goes, and it'll be in Scorpio, and then it goes back into Sag, that's what I'm going to love. Why? Because Mercury in Sag is quite advantageous and when it comes to speaking your truth. So now if we get our brain clear, we know exactly what we're saying, we know exactly what we're feeling. We've covered all this ground, and when it comes to our emotional healing, going to the depths and being passionate about certain things, now we can say, listen, with authority, with love, and with compassion for self, this is what I want in my life, and I'm not going to move until I get it. This is what I deserve in my life, and I'm not going to put up with it until I get it. Anyone else that kind of wants to saunter you off of that, they don't need to be around. Anyone or anything. I hope y'all get that, because that's all I got for you. Mercury going direct oftentimes is said by a bunch of different astrologers, okay, that we come back and we start to think clearly, and it's a whole lot deeper this time around, because we need our wits about us going into 2019. We absolutely need our wits about us. There are 5 eclipses about to come down next year, y'all. 5. 2 in January, 2 in July, and then 1 at the end of the year in December. 5 eclipses. So the bottom line is that when we get clear of mind, when we understand with truth and with honor what it is that we want, we're able to take on these eclipses, these massive changes, and get exactly what our hearts desire and what we deserve. That's the point. Obtain what it is that you deserve. Okay? Mercury retrograde got me stuttering like I'm crazy or something. You dig what I'm saying? All right. That's all I got for you. Please visit me on my website if you can, wordlifeastrology.com. Email me if you must at wordlife@gmail, wordlifeastrology@gmail, and pass it along, the information. It's necessary that we all grow into that really divine space in which we desire and are allotted for. Your angels and your guides are watching. Stay peaceful, okay? All right, bye.